Welcome to the demonstration of how to make a simple quiz using Socrative. I've gone to Socrative.com. I'm going to click on Teacher Login, type in my information. Okay, when I first log in, what I see here is start a quiz, which means I would start a quiz that I've already created. I could do space race where the students will team up and play the quiz as a game. I can do quick question or I can do exit ticket. Let me demonstrate quick question. So I'm going to click on quick question, and you would do this in class when you just decide you wanted to do a Socrative question or just gather information in class, but you didn't have time to set it up ahead of time, or you just decided during class that you wanted to do one. So you can write a question on the board, and it can be multiple choice, true, false, or short answer. And if I just do multiple choice, I would have a question, or I would ask the questions to enter in something that they hand out to them, let's say it was an OGT prep guide, and I'd say question 3, let me see what you put, what answers you put for number 3, and the students would then either click on A, B, C, or D. Now let's show how the students would log in. So the teacher would show this, and this is what the teacher sees. Now when I switch, I'll show you what the students will do. The students go to student login, and they have to enter in the room number, and my number is 317824. When they join the room, they are just given the options to click on this. So I can click on A, all right, and I can submit my answer, and it will say you've completed the current activity, waiting for the teacher. Okay, so I'm going to log out, confirm, just so you can see me do that again. Now on the teacher end, I saw that one student answered it, and that 100%, or that one student answered A. And I can finish the quiz. And it just is a way to gather information quickly in class. I can show that to the class on the projector. Okay, so I can also do an exit ticket, and that has 3 questions designed automatically. So the first question it asks is, how well did you understand today's material? They can put totally got it, pretty well, not very well at all, not very well, and not at all. The next question, back to results table, is here. What did you learn in class today? Okay, and this will be short answer. And the following question will be, please answer the teacher's question. So I can ask one question to see if they got it. So let's see what it would look like on the student end. So on the student end, when they log in, 317824, that's my room number. Enter my name, and this is sample student. Okay, and what I see here is, how well did I understand the material? And I totally got it pretty well. Let's say pretty well. Okay, submit my answer. Okay, and as I'm taking that, on the teacher side, the teacher can see the names of the students. They can also see what those students have answered for question 1 and 2, and it shows the progress. So if a student's way ahead or way behind, you can see that on the screen. All right, so on the student end, what did you learn in class today? I learned everything. And obviously you'd want some actual feedback from the students. Submit answers. Please answer the teacher's question. Let's say that the teacher asked 4 times 7, and you say equals 28. So to see if they got the idea of whatever it is you did in class. So there we go. On the other end, on the teacher's side, I can see this. I can also click on the student responses, and I can see what the students wrote. So everything they wrote can be listed here. Back to the results table. And again, I can click on 3, and I can see everything that the students wrote. Every student's response right here. Back to the results table. So I can also see all the responses here from the students on question 1. All right, so I'm going to finish this. And as I finish it, I can do reports. I can view the chart, which is the chart is what you saw right here. And I can go to dashboard. And I don't really need this report right now. We'll demonstrate that later. So I'm going to go to dashboard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a quiz. So I'm going to go to manage quizzes. And I'm going to create a new quiz. And the name of my quiz is going to be tech sample. And I also see here that I have a share quiz number, and I can share that with other teachers if they wanted to use this quiz in class. I've got it set, the default is yes, it wants to be shared. And then I see that I've got add a question. Automatically the students will be asked what their name is for the initial question, and then it goes to these questions here. So if I go to multiple choice question, all right, now I can type in the box. Let's find something funny to put in there. So let's go with what becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it. Okay, question mark, and I'm copying that. Go back here, paste it in there. All right, so what word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? Okay, and next I'm going to type in the word short. Let's see, Washington, D.C. Okay, now I'm going to tell it that the correct answer is actually A. This right here is where I would enter in a picture, okay, and then down below the explanation. This is feedback the students get if they miss the question. And so sometimes you can tell them what you are going after or what the idea is that they were supposed to understand for that question. Explanation, short becomes shorter when you add the ER. All right, so, and then right underneath it, I can add the next question. Let's add another multiple choice question. And this time, I'm going to say what shape is shown in the image? Question mark. Okay, so let's add an image. So I've already got one saved as stop sign. So wherever you have your images, you would just grab it from there. And there is the image, triangle. And the correct answer here is octagon. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next question. Again, I have an image inserted, and I can add more answers if I want. I don't have to use E. Nothing is going to show up for option E, and I can put in feedback to students right here for explanation. A stop sign is an octagon because it has 8 sides. Let's put in a true-false question. Okay, so true-false. Let's put the location shown in the image is very close to where we currently sit. All right, so I'm going to put in here an image, and that image will be a screenshot from Google Maps. Okay, and that is obviously Northwestern High School, so our answer is true. Let's put an explanation here. That is Northwestern High School. Okay. All right, let's put in a short answer question. So I'm going to put that in as the question. And the correct answer there is Mississippi. And I can put in a couple different versions of the correct answer. Okay, so I'm going to add another correct answer with lowercase. And it's very difficult to get all possible things that the students might put in as a correct answer. Explanation here, I will place Mississippi has 4 eyes in it. All right, and let's do one more question. This time it's going to be a short answer. Okay, and I will want to know how did you like this quiz? Question mark. All right, no correct answers. I just want to see how people did. And I now can go to the top and save and exit. All right, quiz saved. All right, that is how we create the quiz. Now I'm going to run the quiz. So I'm going to click on Start a Quiz. The first one I made is right here. All the ones that I've made are listed right here. So tech sample. I have 3 options on how to run it. I can do student paced, which means they go through it at their own, and they are told if they get it right or wrong. If I'm doing an online quiz, I do not use this one because I don't want them to know if they got it right or wrong. I can do student-paced student navigation. That's the one I use for online testing. And then for inclusion purposes, we use teacher-paced, where we force the kids to stay with the inclusion teacher while it's being read out loud so they can't rush through it. We can also disable student names. We can randomize the answer order. And you can see that you can turn student feedback on and off. If you're doing any quizzing, you will want the student feedback turned off. And again, back here, you have that option. You can randomize the question order or the answer order. If you wanted to disable student names, you would just click right there. So that would mean that the first question would not ask them for their name. Click on Start, and I get a list of the questions, and it's color-coded, so I've got multiple choice, true, false, short answer, and my room number is listed at the top. So I would tell the students, go to Socrative, click on Student Login, and type in 317824. So that looks like this. So their name, let's do sample student again. Done. All right. So now I see the first question is shown there, and if I go back to the teacher side, I can see sample student is shown there. I can change it from progress to score. Okay, let's see how they're doing score-wise. All right, see how the student does. So what becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? Short is the answer. I click Submit Answer. All right, it gives me correct. Explanation, short becomes shorter when you add the ER. All right, and it says I'm correct. So I'm getting feedback right away. What shape is shown in the image? This is a octagon. Let's do decagon just so I can see what it does when I say that I am wrong. Incorrect. Okay. Explanation. A stop sign is an octagon because it has 8 sides. Okay. The location shown in the image is very close to where we currently sit. So I will say that is true. Okay. Explanation. That is Northwestern High School. All right. Let's see what it looks like on the teacher side. I can see that the student has received 1 correct here, 1 wrong here, and 1 correct there. And I can also see the percentage for question 1. 100% of the students got this one right, 0% of the students got this one right, 100% of the students got this one right. And I can tell from this, as the bars grow, who's ahead, who's behind, who I need to worry about, who I need to check on. I can see that from the teacher side of the login. And it's all color-coded, so you know if there's lots of green, they're doing well. If there's lots of red, they're doing poorly. All right, let's see how the teachers are, or let's see how the student is doing again. So the 4th question, what has 4 eyes but can't see? Let's put Ohio. And the answer is Mississippi. Mississippi has 4 eyes in it. Okay, and how did you like this quiz? I loved it. And submit. Okay. And you can see that it says completed the activity. They can log out. Confirm. All right, so when I go to the other side, I see all of these responses. I can click on the question again, and I can see everybody's response. And again, with everybody in here, you'll see all the students' names listed down the side. You'll see all their responses. Okay, and at the end, sometimes they do poorly, and you can call them up, and you can go over the ones they missed. Sometimes you can send the results to to your intervention specialist who can go over with the students that did poorly, the ones that they missed. Sometimes you can just have them retake it on the spot. If it's something that I need them to know, I'll say, okay, you got 9 out of 12 this time. I need you to be at 12 out of 12, so do it again, do it again. If you don't get it right, you're going to come back during Pride, you're going to do it again until you've got this down, and then we can move on to more difficult topics. So I do that if it's things they have to know. All right, when I'm done, I click on Finish, and I can do Get Reports, View Chart to Dashboard. Let's say Get Reports. What I usually do from here is I do a whole class Excel that I download. So when I do a whole class Excel that I download, okay, I can see that it downloaded, and I come back to Dashboard, and I can always get back to the results. So if I go to Manage Quizzes, I can go to Reports, and I can get any reports that were just done. So here you can see the exit quizzes, the text sample, all the things that I've done in this video are listed there. So back to Dashboard. I can edit the quiz from Manage Quizzes, My Quizzes, right there, text sample. Another thing that I do is I will duplicate the quiz, and I'll start with a college prep version, and then I'll take questions off to make it a little easier for the non-college prep, or at least take certain specific things off. that I feel are just very high level. All right, let's see what that looks like in Excel when I open that back up. So I can see all the student names, I can see the date, I can see the room number, the name of the quiz. It's color coded in here as well, and it shows me their total score and their number correct. Sometimes I can go in and I can change this. I can curve it a little bit different. If I'm going to curve it, then I will take this 50 out and just put a new column. I'll insert a column and do my own thing, figuring out how to do that. Sometimes I need to give them points back here by seeing what they typed. I'll put a number back here for the score that I gave them, and then I'll add it to this, create a new score. So again, those are some Excel tricks that are a little bit more advanced. So you could ask me for help if you want to do any of those things. One simple thing to do is just to print this screen and use it from there. All right, thank you for your time.